Welcome to today's webcast about the Sustainable Minds Transparency Catalog, transparencycatalog.com, and welcoming you for 30 minutes in your busy day to learn about what we're doing over here and what we're hoping to make happen in the marketplace. For several years now, Sustainable Minds has been working on this opportunity to take environmental and material health disclosures out of the realm of just technical disclosure and integrate those disclosures and that information into product marketing. So now people who are making decisions about what products to specify and purchase can have all the information they need to be able to make an informed decision using all the attributes they use to make decisions, having all that information in one place, easy to consume, to make better informed decisions. The Transparency Catalog is the newest in our series of transparency products, and one that's been on our roadmap for about 4 years, waiting until the time when the market would be ready for such a catalog, which is why we're super excited to be able to talk about its introduction and where it's going to go from here. For those of you who are not familiar with Sustainable Minds, we are a mission-based company. We're a software company. We came into the marketplace in 2008. We were the first to bring a simple and easy-to-use cloud-based eco-design and LCA tool to the market for product manufacturers to be able to evaluate the environmental impacts of their products in early stage product development so that they could make informed trade-off decisions in design before manufacturing products. Our mission has always been, and has never changed, is to operationalize environmental performance into mainstream product development and manufacturing to drive revenue and growth through greener and now healthier product innovation. And with the introduction of product transparency in the green building space and the green building programs advocating for that, we were able to expand our mission to not only operationalize environmental performance into product development and manufacturing, but now to operationalize it into product marketing. And it's all tied together, right? It's a continuous improvement loop. If manufacturers are making actually greener and healthier and higher performing products, they've got real stories to tell, which is going to be compelling and create demand, and therefore will get rewarded and those products purchased and specified, which is what this cycle of continuous improvement in supply and demand is that you'll see the catalog has been designed to advocate for and hopefully accelerate. We like to say people aren't looking for disclosures. Product transparency and the rating systems have said you have to specify products with disclosures, and so you're going after that checklist of disclosures. But the point is, people are looking for products, good products, to specify into projects that happen to have disclosures. What we believe is that creating a catalog of manufacturers who have products that they've created disclosures for is a filter for the industry of presenting probably the best products that manufacturer is producing. Because we've seen consistently the choice of which products to create, either EPDs or environmental disclosures or material health disclosures for, that choice has been because the products really are healthier or greener, or they're the manufacturer's best products, and so therefore they can afford to invest the dollars and the time and the knowledge and the risk to bring those disclosures to the market. So there are a lot of brands who have gotten started. We're here to celebrate them, and we're here to put those brands and their products front and center so folks in the marketplace can find them, specify them, reward those manufacturers, and continue to kind of float all boats. Now, Sustainable Minds, when we got started in helping to turn disclosure into brand value and integrate it into product marketing, we dug into the standards world and realized that built into the technical standards, and particularly in environmental reporting or environmental product declarations, embedded in those technical standards is the prescription for the content that goes into the report. So after doing a very large research study several years ago, we recognized that the requirements for an environmental product declaration, or technically a Type 3 environmental declaration, are actually quite minimal. But somehow over time, program operators have allowed these environmental product declarations and the rules about them and the PCRs to just evolve. Technical people like technical content, and so that just gets put into the end product. But if they're intended to help inform a purchase decision by architects, builders, contractors, building owners, all that technical information really doesn't help. In fact, it kind of gets in the way. What we really just want to understand are what are the impacts, what's causing them, what's the manufacturer doing to improve, in addition to does the functional performance, the aesthetics, the safety, all the other criteria we use to make purchase decisions, do all those meet our requirements? And then we'll look at the environmental performance. So we were excited to create a new technical program that streamlines the creation of PCRs and the resulting reports. Our brand of Type 3 environmental declaration, we call a transparency report. And a year ago, we were one of the founding members of the Program Operator Consortium, who are a like-minded group of standards developers who've said, wow, for this whole product transparency thing to scale and be effective in helping to drive greener product creation and better informed decisions, it's all got to be simplified, streamlined, standardized. And so the consortium has come together around not only this set of ideas, but around a set of technical standards that Sustainable Minds first authored, and now we're carrying forward as the consortium with a very significant and wondrously knowledgeable technical advisory board of 10 industry experts in LCA and reporting, and you can visit the website to see the list, but we're pretty excited to have a number of major program operators and technical experts involved in creating what we hope and believe will actually finally become a national standard for North America and just streamline the whole process. Getting to what you guys all came to learn about today, let's talk about now with LEED v4 being here as of October 31st, no new certifications to anything other than v4. It's done a great job of creating awareness about product transparency, and we've already seen it. There's a lot more people now interested in finding products from manufacturers that have transparency information. And in fact, we've even started to hear this new take on the old saying, but the new take is transparency is the new green, which is, I think, pretty interesting because people are now becoming aware that reporting single figure attributes or not well-defined descriptions of what a manufacturer might be doing really doesn't amount to technically supporting better environmental performance or less harmful products. That those manufacturers who are going out on a limb to create transparency information are doing it because they're deciding, we don't have anything to hide. Maybe we do, we don't know it yet, but we're going to get started and get on board. So as a result, there's a lot of manufacturers who have gotten started, but there's two significant challenges right now that face AECs, and even more that face manufacturers. So the AECs, as we've talked about, they're not really able to easily understand and use disclosures to make decisions, and they're not easy to find. Today an AEC has to go to any one of the program operators' websites or databases or the rating systems and dig around. And conversely, the manufacturers who have gotten started early on, now that more manufacturers are creating disclosures, which you can kind of lay down an equal amount of money and create them, they're really not providing the competitive advantage they had when you were first or early. Excuse me. We still haven't seen effectively a manufacturer turn those transparency investments directly into sales. They all wish that could happen, and so do we. We haven't really run across many manufacturers. Some have gotten good because they got started early, but who have figured out how to operationalize the creation of disclosures, the training in their sales organizations and partners and distributors of how to use them. They are challenged in helping the AEC community find what they need, and only a handful have figured out how to take the learnings from those disclosures and turn it into a credible brand story. But it turns out that most architects will go to a manufacturer's website to look for products first, and then they'll go to other places where they hope they might find the disclosures. But it turns out that even when they come to the manufacturer's website, it's very difficult to find those products the manufacturer has created disclosure information for. And that's because most manufacturers' websites were never designed in contemplation of that particular use case of a user coming to the site with that intention. And so what you're going to find mostly today is product information in silos of, you can find the products, you can find the company's sustainability information, and you might even find a page of disclosures with PDFs that are downloadable, but often those disclosures aren't linked to the products that they're disclosing. And further, even the names of the files or the name of the disclosure don't make it easy to understand how many products that particular disclosure applies to. So findability and understandability are a pretty big problem, and leveraging the investment into value is the problem on the other side. And so we've been working for a number of years now to develop our family of transparency products that are all designed to turn disclosure into brand value, integrate transparency into product marketing, inform better decisions. And by putting all the information into one place, writing it in language that's understandable, but further making it understandable and meaningful, and adding the integrated explanation and improvement stories that disclosures don't report. That's not what they're designed to do. Because they're in the cloud, they're easy to produce, standardize, cost-effective, and ultimately make it possible for sales people and the customer support that manufacturers have been providing in response to the inbound that they're getting to deliver disclosures or disclosure information. That all needs some operationalizing as well. And we want to make all this stuff findable in one place and in the manufacturer's website, because that's where people want to go, and that's why manufacturers spend a lot of money to have a website. That's where they're prepared to have relationships with people. So we have 4 transparency products. We started with our transparency report, like I said, which was our brand of EPD. We were the first to, and still the only, to have a cloud-based Type 3 environmental declaration. It's 3 pages. Everything you need to know to make a purchase decision is on page 1. And our material health overview standardizes material ingredient reporting and allows the manufacturer to provide the interpretation and the meaning of what does this disclosure about their ingredients mean, and what are they doing to improve? And are there any exposure concerns? Just quickly, what does somebody want to know as a result of a material ingredient disclosure? I'm going to show you quickly our performance fact sheet, which is also new. And those 3 kinds of reports get delivered in a brand showroom that gets integrated into the manufacturer's website so that any user coming to that manufacturer's website is able to quickly find all the products the manufacturer has transparency information for, and to make that information understandable and meaningful. So the catalog and the fact sheet were designed expressly for transparency early adopters for all the reasons we already talked about. And again, simple, low cost, high value, because people have already spent a fair amount of dollars getting their disclosures to market. And now this is all about putting those disclosures to work. So the performance fact sheet is 1 page, an image of the product, a description of the product. The performance dashboard has features and functionality. On one side, environmental performance, certificates and rating systems. And then this table of all the disclosures and the key attributes that the manufacturer has created for this product or product group, what they're doing to make it greener or healthier, and the value in the rating systems that the specification of these products will earn for you. So we're very interested in this kind of at a glance, being able to consume information, because these technical reports do have a lot of content, but what's the most important things people want to know that they can extract easily before or without having to dig into the disclosure? So this table in the performance fact sheet is able to accommodate, organized by environmental performance and material ingredients, all the different types of disclosures or reports that are accepted by the green building rating systems to earn transparency credits. And so this is the link to the actual disclosure. You've got some key attributes pulled out. We've got some things that help people understand what these terms mean. And again, you only need to consume as much information as you need to make a decision. The catalog is even simpler. Call it our introductory product, but it's the only source today of brands who have produced any kind of transparency disclosure, whether it's environmental or material. It's from all manufacturers, for all the green building rating systems, all program operators, and all material health rating systems. It will always be free to access. There's no login required. It's designed to make those brands and those products easy to find and send people to the manufacturer's website. The bigger idea, though, is we're trying to accelerate the supply and demand of credibly greener and healthier products, but in a carrot kind of way. In contrast to several years ago, some of you might remember the letter writing campaign that was introduced to manufacturers by some of the AEC community to say, hey, if you don't do this by X date, we're not going to buy your products. And I think that did serve as a catalyst in a way, but I don't think it was particularly well received. The carrot is often better than the stick, and that's what we're giving a shot here. So the first phase of the catalog is to solve the problem of findable, understandable, and meaningful. And next year we'll be building out the second phase, which is to, once this data is all available in the cloud, let's put it to work to be able to simply do simple things that will save people hundreds of hours to help them make better informed decisions, specify products for projects, and get your rating system documentation pulled together. So the catalog is designed for two simple use cases. First is find all products from a brand, and this is what we launched. We wanted every brand to be front and center, no filtering, no searching. This is like stand up and take your bow, manufacturers, for getting started. And the next phase that we'll be introducing pretty soon will be the ability to filter, to find products from all brands in a product category. So it's simple. The whole thing is about keeping it simple and easy and useful. All products from a brand or all products from all brands in a category. And so it's designed very much like an old-fashioned kind of yellow pages, where there are different levels of listing, and each level represents increasing integration of product information with transparency information. So we have several levels of free listings. If you do business with the Program Operator Consortium, if you get an EPD from them, one of the members, you get a free listing in the catalog that comes with your verification fees. The next level, and the only level that we actually sell, is this level 2, which allows the manufacturer to not only link to their website, but the name of the product links to their product page on their website, and these link to the any and all disclosures they have for the product. This level is part of the package when a manufacturer purchases any transparency product with a brand showroom. And now, rather than linking to the product page and the disclosure, you know that it's all one integrated story. And so the user can click on the product name and find all the information all in one place, in addition to the information that makes it understandable and meaningful. This level 2 listing that is, again, the only level that a manufacturer purchases is designed to be, again, low cost, high value. The manufacturer pays $2,500 a year, unlimited products, unlimited disclosures. They get a logo, link to their website, some positioning text, contact links or phone number, and this is all optional, a representative image, the disclosures, links to products, a little bit more information. And again, so we can keep the catalog efficient and low cost and high value, rather than delivering to the manufacturer stats about usage, because there are two use cases. One is customer service and sales using this as a point of reference in discussions with customers or partners, but also for folks coming to the catalog looking for products. And so when we build this page, the manufacturer can add not only their content, but their own Google Analytics tracking code to the page. So they can track usage to the page just like they would track any other website that they own or any other social media property. And if they don't use Google Analytics, it's free to set up an account, and they can set it up just for this and track the usage. The last thing I want to point out on this page is the image on the bottom of every page in the catalog. It's a picture of a national park. And we are going to be donating a portion of the proceeds from the catalog to the National Park Foundation. And people like to ask, well, how much are you going to be donating? And the answer is, well, that depends on how much we make and how much uptake the catalog gets. But we're doing it because we want to just provide a subtle reminder that this whole green building industry is in service to a higher idea, both about preserving the environment, but also we're going to be using images of people in all of these featured brand squares, which by the way, these link to the manufacturer's brand showroom. So you get the showroom experience here, but you also get the comparative experience in the listing. But these will all have people in these images. So it's just a subtle reminder about people and planet while we're making it really easy to find products from manufacturers who are making better products. One last thing before I do a very quick demo is our commitment to transparency in this aggregation website, because people know there have been catalogs that have come and gone. There are more coming now. They're all different, and we all have different business models and different commitments. What I've told you about why we're doing this catalog and what we're trying to do is the beginning and end of our story. That's all we're trying to do. Your information is your information. Your analytics are your analytics. All the information is provided by the manufacturer or the program operator or rating system. There's no internet scraping. There's no selling user data. And most importantly, we will never, ever sell any data or analytics to any third party. We will be publishing trend reports and data and analytics from the catalog, but publishing that publicly for everyone to know about. Selling data or analytics is not part of our business model. And I think in this day and age of security and privacy, it's an important commitment to make very publicly. AECs are thrilled about the catalog. They can't believe their eyes and what they're seeing. That it's free, that there's no login, that literally the first thing they say is, this is going to save me so much time, just so much time. We couldn't be happier about this. This is fantastic. And even just with the search by brand functionality, or find all brands functionality that we have right now. Very quickly, I'm excited. I wanted to show you guys this news that just came out. The ABX conference and the Greenbuild conference are going to be co-located next year here in Boston, which I think is a really great indicator of how mainstream green has become. I also think it's great for manufacturers and exhibitors to only do one show and to be able to invest in one place and do it well and get one big integrated audience. And I think it's a big step in the right direction. So I'm pretty excited about that. Very quickly, here's just a look at the catalog. When you come, we're just foreshadowing that next set of functionality. But what you're going to see here is all these brands. If I click on one that's not bold, this is our freemium listing. And that means that we're letting the manufacturer tell the marketplace, hey, we have products with transparency information. And we're doing the manufacturer a favor by saying, hey, they've got something, but this is a freemium listing. You're going to need to go to their website to find it. And now we've just talked to you about how easy it is to find things on manufacturers' websites. But nonetheless, at least people know this company's gotten started and they've done something. And there's 3 links to the manufacturer's website on this page. I mean, we really do say, look, just go there, go find it. So that's a link, that's a link, that's a link. But we've also now kind of put this advocacy program in place where AEC professional, if you like this brand, we're asking you to, I quit out of my email for this webinar. This is an email link that just opens an email that allows you to send an email to the manufacturer saying, hey, I'm sending you this email. There you go. from your free listing, you might be interested. Take a look at it. And we don't spam the manufacturer. The AEC actually kind of has to know somebody there at the manufacturer to send it to. But we've actually seen a number of these now get sent. And again, this is about the supply and demand thing in a carrot kind of way. We want to engage the community in reaching out to manufacturers to let them know, we like your products. You should make it easier for us to find them. These other listings that are in bold, many of them are Program Operator Consortium customers, and this is a free listing that they get by doing business with a consortium member. Here's the name of the product, and here's the EPD. And you can go right to the EPD and get that information. You can go to the manufacturer's website. But still, we're saying, manufacturer, you should contact us about adding your products, because these aren't links. You can only get to the EPD or ask the manufacturer to add its products. Here's an example of a level 2 listing, like I showed you in the slide. Here's the Knopf listing. That image is coming. That's a new feature we're adding next week. But again, you can see now it's organized by CSI master format. I can click on that link, and it takes me to their product page in their website, and I can click on the EPD, and it takes me to the EPD they host on their website, but the manufacturer can choose whether to link that to the EPD on the program operator's website. If it's a declare label, this link goes to the declare website. The HPDC just launched their library. Will link to that, or again, wherever the manufacturer wants it hosted, or to cradle. And then finally, again, coming back to the level 3 listing, let's go to the Toto page. Now you can see all the products that Toto has transparency information for. In a glance, you can see the attributes of those disclosures. And when you click on the product name, you get a transparency report, which has all the information about the product. But this is our brand of Type 3 environmental declaration. Here's all the LCA results with links to the PCR and the value and the rating systems. Here is the integrated material health overview. So we're reporting environmental performance and material health all in one place with the interpretation. Here's what the program is. How was this rating achieved? And what's in the product and why? What they're doing to make it healthier, the value in the rating system. And then the most important part of the transparency report is what the manufacturer is doing to make it greener or healthier in any part of the product's life cycle. And so this is where, using any combinations of pictures and text, the manufacturer can tell their story, and it links back to this story of the LCA results. Here's the technical scope, and here's the interpretation. What's causing the greatest impacts? What are we doing to improve? And even here in the LCA results, the way this is designed, we're helping people understand, what are these impact categories in the first place, but then where in the life cycle are the greatest impacts occurring? And what's causing more than 20% of each of the life cycle stage impacts? So again, helping people understand, what is LCA? What are the results that a manufacturer is getting? How are they using these results to improve? And then just learning about where are the life cycle impacts in various kinds of products, because they're not different. Products in a category are all made pretty similarly. So what is the manufacturer doing about getting this information back? In our vision of the world, in some number of years, which we would hope would be sooner rather than later, can you imagine if every manufacturer in the catalog had was telling their story using transparency products, either a performance fact sheet or a material health overview or a transparency report? Now people really could make integrated, comparative, understandable decisions, and all the data is in the cloud. There's a lot more that can happen with that information that benefits both the manufacturer, the industry, and the green building community. So with that, just to wrap up, I just wanted to point out one last time, we really are about helping the manufacturer do more business and do it in their own domain. So the catalog sends people to the manufacturer's website. Ultimately, the brand showroom integrates with the manufacturer's website so that a user can find all of their manufacturer's products with transparency information. The level 2 listing is a very low cost annual subscription. We offer some support services to help prepare content, but it's pretty straightforward. There's quite a lot of value. There's a very powerful business case to be made for manufacturers around customer satisfaction, operations efficiency, competitive advantage, and risk reduction, and building a credibly greener brand. So our transparency products are for manufacturers and industry associations who care about making better products and letting people know about them. And that's our story today. We need everyone's interest and participation to make the catalog work for everyone. But even in its current introductory state, just giving kudos to all the manufacturers who have gotten started and will be continuing to get started. Just doing that, we feel like we've done a great service for everyone, and it's a great springboard to move forward from. So thanks for coming today. There's a few questions on the way out, if you care to answer them, and we look forward to hearing from you with any questions or follow-up that you have. So have a great day and enjoy the rest of the week.